Climate change is defined as a long-term temperature change with planet-threatening ramifications. Since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, we humans have increased our consumption of natural resources. Burning these natural resources as fossil fuels releases carbon emissions into the atmosphere. Some other ways in which humans have increased the effects of climate change include pollution and increasing populations. Another name for carbon emissions is greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous gas, trap heat radiated from the sun and Earth's atmosphere, ultimately increasing Earth's temperature. These gases trap heat similar to the way of the glass walls of a greenhouse do, hence the name greenhouse gases. Smog is created as a direct result of carbon emissions. Smog consists of ozone particles that increase rapidly at higher temperatures. A smarter alternative for industries to reduce the effects of climate change include utilizing renewable energy such as solar and wind power. Science has stated that the results of climate change can be drastic over time. Earth only has a limited amount of time left before we pass the point of no return. In the last century alone, temperatures have gotten 1.2 to 1.4 degrees warmer. Temperatures will gradually continue to rise with more intense storms and longer periods of drought in between. These storms will be powerful enough to destabilize entire nations. This variation in climate also makes growing the crops and vegetation that animals and humans consume difficult to grow. Climate change has had the greatest effect on the oceans so far. Ocean acidification, the rise in ocean acidity as a direct effect of carbon dioxide reacting with salt water, has increased by 30% since the 18th century. Sea levels have also risen because as the ocean gets warmer, it swells. Due to an increase in Earth's temperature, glaciers have also started to melt, which just increases sea levels even more, resulting in coastal shores and entire island nations flooded with ocean water. Many oil and coal companies ignore climate change because they favor making money over science-based evidence that could have a great impact on Earth's existence. Some ways to personally combat climate change is to recycle, walk or use public transportation, turn off electronics when not being used, eat less meat and more vegetables, along with spreading your knowledge about climate change with others.